You know, last night I was the Phoenix. I put out everything I wanted. I mean, at that time, things have changed, but not really. But in the morning, I was burned to ashes, and I rose out of those ashes as a phoenix rising out of the ashes. And what you see before you now is the rising out of the ashes. You know, so the whole day I've been manifesting and showing you that I just skipped over it like it was nothing. It's not over. It's not dead. Everything I said is true, and nuclear weapons will no longer exist on this planet. I guarantee you that. We have no use for them. It doesn't keep you safe. It doesn't keep us safe. It puts us at a gun to your head point of view every day, every single day. You know, and because it only takes about 6 to 7 nuclear bombs to wipe out all life on the planet, I mean, that's all you need. We have thousands of nuclear bombs between Russia and the United States and China. We have thousands and thousands, and you only need 6. That's why Pakistan and India are a problem, because they don't have thousands, but they got 6. You know, and 6 does it. And you can debate with me. Maybe it's 7, but let's stick with 6. You let off 6 nuclear bombs, and that's why they don't test them anymore. You notice we don't have nuclear testing anymore. I mean, North Korea, they have to do it. I don't know why they do it. It just ruins their own country. They don't do it anywhere else, but in their own country. So, but they do it underground. You know? That's so they don't piss off China, you know. But they don't want the mushroom cloud. But you know, it's just 6 does it. So then they can light up those 6 anyway. They don't have to hit the United States at all. They could hit Australia. Why they would, I don't know. But they could. You know, so it's not a matter of, well, we never saw a mushroom, but you're dead anyway. Let's just not go down those roads and not play out those theories. The theory of a nuclear bomb should have been enough to not build one, and obviously that didn't work, you know. So now they have lasers. They moved on to lasers. That's where they're going. That's where the future is. And I'm not saying they're wrong. And my little binary code thing that I created there that blows binary code out of the water will probably help us make some very, very powerful lasers. But not can be used on each other and not on us. Maybe it could be used on the aliens. Maybe it could be used on an asteroid heading towards us, you know. Hit it with a massive laser. I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there as ideas. But your nuke is not going to be Armageddon like the movie where they're going to use a nuke. You know, that's just not happening. So don't even go there. And you saw with the movie, even with the movie, it was kind of impossible what they did and got off alive. And, come on. That was a suicide mission from the start. For all of them, not just Bruce Willis. But, you know. It's a movie. It's a movie, people. So, but a lot of what they did show in the movie with the smaller meteors that hit New York and hit all the different places before the big one was notified or recognized as coming, that's still true, and that can happen any day of the week. Look what happened in Russia with that last meteor. It can happen any time of the day. You know, it can happen while I'm doing this video. It can happen any time. So, there's no laser for that. There's no nuclear. You're not going to shoot a nuclear weapon at something like that. You know, it's coming. The speed is just astronomical of how fast these rocks are flying at. And, look, if you had a pebble that goes around the Earth as fast as a pebble would go around the Earth. If it hits the space station, it'll tear it to shreds. So, it's just only, not because it's a pebble, but because of the speed of that pebble. And they look out for pebbles like that. And they move the space station when they find one, but there's going to be a day that they don't find one. So, look, just give up the nukes, and we can save the world and create heaven on earth. And it'll never be a perfect utopia, and I'm not even going for that, but at least let's all eat, at least try to do that. We're not even trying right now, so it's not going to happen if you're not even trying. So, but I'd like to try.